Hi.
We did do a cast assessment that you guys will be able to see postseason.
Oh,
Fuck. I don't want to watch that.
And then same thing with Jury Roundtable. You guys will have access to it postseason.
I will not be watching
Yeah,
that.
that I will
No,
not.
literally.
I'm not
No.
searching my name. I'm not watching.
Unsealed liver.
All right, and with that, live stream has started. So hello, final three. First of all, again, congrats to the three of you for making it to this point in the game. And now you guys are done voting people out, and you get to now face the jury of 10 people tomorrow night, where one of you will be crowned the winner of Distortion Survivor 13, Season 13, Cursed Legacies. But we have to with the final three, you guys are all here, and we have to do what many Survivor seasons have done and what many Big Brother seasons have done, and walk through memory lane with all of the people who have been eliminated from this season. So we do have a cute little PowerPoint slide presentation. Shout out to Benji for being the one to create it. And you will be going from first boot at this game, starting with Nathan, going down, come on, Tutor Boot, and then all the way down to Aaron. So you will be talking about all of those people all the people that were on this season. So I'm gonna go ahead and screen share. Give me 1 second. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and screen share. Where's the share? God, the Zoom update moved the fucking share button. Okay, can y'all see the screen here?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start the PowerPoint slideshow. Alrighty. So first up, the first person you will be talking about is Nathan. Whenever you guys want to start.
Oh.
I mean, I'll start. I didn't get to play with Nathan, but I was on a prod team with Nathan, and I think they probably contributed the same amount of activity they did to that prod team. So they are a great face card. They have a great face card, a great placeholder. But we got to have our Victoria Pork Chop Parker. So, uh, they got the boot for me, but I'm sure they're a lovely person and they're working a restaurant. So I'm sure if they weren't busy with that, that they could have had a lot more slayage in the game. But yeah.
So for a while, like when we were going through the first challenge and like we lose the first challenge, it definitely didn't feel good. But Nathan was so like, vote me out, guys. Like, I'll take the bullet. Like, I'll do it for the tribe. And the entire tribe was like, we'll remember this. Like, we'll hold it strong for you, Nate. Did we lose every subsequent challenge? Yes, but the heart was in the game. Love you, Nathan.
Yeah, Nathan, I actually was so excited from our conversations. Like, I also I love restaurants and like Vanderpump Rules. And, I hate that you got too busy, but you definitely were somebody early on that I definitely wanted to work with. And yeah, thanks for taking one for the team.
Cheers, Nate.
Cheers. I don't have a mom water. I should
Yes,
go get one.
I have an empty cup.
I
Cheers,
have
babe.
water. I'll do a bong rip later. Maybe a
Yeah.
shot.
I may eat the other half of that edible I had yesterday.
Hey.
Hey.
Issa high as fuck. Wait, did you take it during the challenge?
I took it right after. Like I was
Okay,
like,
good.
this is my reward. Final three, this is my reward.
All of us stare like this again.
With
Fuck.
that, we are going to be, if you guys have nothing else to say about Nathan, we are going to be going to our next person, and that is Zach.
Ooh.
I'll go first. Zach, you had like the best intentions, and I really did want to believe that you wanted to work with me, but I think you said that to everybody else, but you were very fun to be around. And thank you for being, I guess, a leader for the challenge that you were on our tribe for, because we definitely, I don't know, you were critical to that mission, even though we didn't end up, I guess we ended up flopping.
We
But
blocked.
your intentions were great, and see you on the other side.
This being the first like I guess controversial vote because like Nathan was so eager to just like take me now that the jump was like really bad because everyone was kind of on the same page. It's like, yeah, I don't feel great about Zach because he was saying like I want to work with you to everyone. So it was the easy vote. The way that that tribe chat immediately exploded did kind of suck. And it made the decision easier, but like I kind of love a messy diva, so I kind of respect it. Like, good for you, Zach.
Um, yeah, Zach, I've said Slage 1 out of 10, smash or pass, pass. Overall, boot. I think Zach was a very controversial player. They kind of had a bit of a reputation on the returners tribes. People have interacted with them in the past, and personally, I know I don't want to be on the bad side of a Zach tantrum or a Zach attack, so I wanted to deal with that a lot sooner rather than later. So I'm sorry we sent them over to y'all, but y'all took care of business and uh adios.
She is.
That is all for Zach. We'll be moving on to the next person, and that is Jaywin. Uh-oh, what happened to the photo? Just one out.
I'll start with this
No going
one.
outside.
Um, hey Diva, thanks for taking the bullet for me. One. Okay. So I was actually going into a cast party as this was happening. And I was in my car in the parking lot, and then I knew I was fucking cooked. I knew it. And then I spin that wheel and it gets on escaped. I immediately leave that call. And I felt so bad because I immediately
Peppa
knew.
Pig.
I felt so bad because I knew who was leaving. But she was a diva. I miss her. She was so sweet. Like actually like really, really sweet. I miss you, Jaywin. And I'm sorry.
Jaywin, ugh, I loved the alliance that we were in. I was kind of like always feeling like I wasn't in a important like I wasn't working. I guess I never felt like I had like a real alliance, but you always like our one-off conversations from the bat. Like I was so excited to work with you. I definitely was really sad to see you go. And so I didn't vote for you, even though I knew that's where everybody else was going. But you're iconic, stay iconic. Love you.
Yeah, I love Jay Wynn. That was one of the people I knew before the season started, and we were on different tribes. So I was potentially hoping for a joint slayage opportunity, but Jalen got sniped. But I think it worked out because with Jalen getting sniped, Issa still being here. So hey, it all works a mysterious way. I wrote Slayage 10 out of 10, smash or pass, smash. Overall, it's gonna be a toot. And yeah, we love Jalen.
She is.
Cheers, Jalen.
Yes, Jaywin.
That is all on Jaywin. We are going to move on to our next person, and we are going into the swap phase of this game. And next up, we have Cody.
Odie, fallen baby, literally. One of my ride or dies from the very beginning, but sneaky little X had to come in there and do some sneakalicious and this, and so I'm sorry you were on the bad end of that. Cody definitely got swap fucked because there's a lot of leakage going on the Dying Light tribe, and there was a lot of he said, she said, who voted this way, who threw a stray vote out this way, and the people that were like in the middle of it got put on. So even though they had a majority on the plot twist tribe, it was just enough paranoia and doubt um, within, I guess, within X to flip on Jay and Cody and take a stab at the returners.
Cody, I barely knew thee. I did not know you before this game.
You
I
would
never
love
talked to you.
Cody. You would
So
love Cody.
you would put on with Cody.
You would fuck with Cody. Cody could have been the fourth Pussy Popper.
He seems
Yup.
so sweet. Like I watched the video and I was like, oh, I can't wait to eventually talk to him. I'm like,
Nope,
well, okay. Nope. I
didn't think
will
so.
see you in another life. Trust.
Cody, we're now 2 for 2 in games that we've played, but we've never actually played together. And that actually breaks my heart because from the cast announcement, I was so excited to like actually get to know you better aside just from being like server mutuals. But I hated to see that you went the way you did. Sorry to that man. Cheers.
Here's Cody. You're gonna have to get one of those mini dice for another one, Kathy.
Smash. Wood. Next question.
And good for you. And good for you.
Yeah.
And with that, the next person we have next on the list is the last pre-merge, and that is Jay.
So Jay was there for my first Survivor game, and I was third boot. Really embarrassing because I was so busy. Um, does it feel good to have voted him out now that we're in the same game again? Yes, it feels good to have beaten him in this, but he was a sweetie pie, and I do think he kind of ate. Feel bad after hearing all that happened after the swap with everything with him, but at the same time, like, it feels good to do better than him after previously having done infinitely worse.
Yeah, Jay going was kind of really good for my game, but also it, yeah, it was really good for my game because essentially Jay was someone who had their hands in a lot of pockets and a lot of cookie jars, as I like to put it on the beginning tribe, and I felt very scared of them being threatened by me, which made me feel threatened by them in the long run. Even though we had a little bit of an alliance early on, I knew that they also had an alliance with the same people that like it was just too many crosshairs firing, so it was like there's a better person gone than not. So Jay was robbed, but Jay definitely cleared up a lot of avenues. So thank you, Jay.
Jay, I don't know you. I want to know you. But what I do know actually about you is that you clung to that totem. That is like the only thing I remember is like off the rip, you hung on that thing. And you know what? I did hear later on from Fred that you also have movie reads that are good on Letterboxd. So never got a game with you, but hope we can connect after. Cheers.
She is.
Cheers.
Yes.
I don't know what accent that is. Don't ask me.
Just A, one.
It's just Kathy.
Yeah.
Kathy Stone.
Kathy leaks your last name.
Catherine.
No, I'm talking about the last name, your
Oh,
maiden
the
name.
last, yeah. Beep.
That is all on Jay. We're gonna move on to our next person, which is the first person who made the merge, or the merge boot of the season, Colin.
I have to go first here. Colin, I love you dearly. I don't know if maybe we just miscommunicated, but I was really trying to like put it into all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. We were in all-wheel drive on the OG tribe, and on Swap Tribe, I really wanted to lock in with you. And I never felt like you wanted to do that with me. Like I always felt like it was just means to
Oh,
an
girl.
end to get to V and get to merge. So that made me
She
feel
did
like
it.
a little insecure about my position with you and maybe my original tribe before we even got to merge. But love you as a person. You have great music taste. And yeah, I wish I could have trusted you more to work together more closely.
You made the right call, girl, because if we lost, like, he was voting you. He was convinced.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
She is.
Totally.
cheers.
Thanks for taking the bullet for me, Colin. This is like two of four people I will be saying this to. But
No, thank
seriously,
Colin for flopping in that previous round challenge.
You said we
Colin
made a
Loki,
Colin shield for you.
There was a
No.
challenge, no tea, no shade. Colin, we had like each number equaled a letter, but if you only could guess one and then you get to guess a phrase, they guess the same number like three times after it was already said. So you don't get to go, you just get passed. So like that was 3 rounds wasted of the immunity. Oh,
That was such
anyways.
a
And
beautiful
then the goodbye
challenge.
message to V. V, I hope I see you on the other side. Game over.
Not on my fucking watch, and I know who's next.
On my watch.
Not on my fucking watch.
No.
Speaking of who's if y'all are done
Wait,
with
I wasn't done.
Colin.
Oh,
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Keep it
Colin,
going.
I did a little bonding with Colin, and we were both
Oh,
diagnosed with type 1 diabetes in like the same grade, and we're both Canadian. So, fun fact.
he should have
One
locked
last
in with you
time.
harder.
No, he should have said Diabesties, and I said, you didn't go to Camp Diabest. I did. That's actually a camp.
He was
Was.
hanging on to the V paddle boat, and he had a whole yacht waiting for him to accept him with open
Mhm.
arms. I don't know what that reference is,
Right.
It's your
Hakuna
heart.
Matata.
You're
but
speaking from the
y'all
heart.
understand me. Yeah, y'all feel me.
Of
Y'all know what I'm
course.
saying.
Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata. So,
Concept, right?
drag is a crime. Drag is a crime. Lock me up. Sorry. Next, Grace. We're ready.
You guys are done with calling. I was gonna go off of what Issa said. Speaking of next person, we have V.
Fuck you, bitch. I love you forever.
Oh my god.
Real.
So is
Okay,
V getting a
okay.
vote from Etha? Ooh.
I don't know. We'll see. V, I love you to death. Holy shit. It was so great. Like, it was so great doing Hypnotic with them the first time. And then when we got put on the same tribe, I did like shit myself because the last game ended with us like totally flopping. And they got runner up, so I was like, oh, I'm so fucked. This entire game they were very wishy-washy with me, and I knew what was coming, and being able to just like right off the bat, oh, it felt so good. But I love this diva down. Love this diva down. I love a good villainous player, and bitch you ate. I'm happy to see you on jury.
Yeah, V, I kind of what Issa said, like I just knew like you were just so well connected with multiple people. You kind of like were already a threat with the returnees before we even merged, which definitely made me kind of have to think of other options around you and working just with you because I also knew there was the final four of you, Cassie, Colin, and Laura that I wasn't a part of. So once we merged and Colin left, it unfortunately you just became the next vote that the returnees wanted. But I will say, like everything I said to you, especially the last day, like I did mean, like I really did want to work with you. I wish we could have locked in harder, kind of like with Colin. Um, but your vote did kind of make me realize that I have to take things into my hands now because we lost too many people. So then I started working with other people, like you said, and no one more. So sorry you had to go, but love you. We'll talk fried chicken again.
Yeah.
To Popeye,
V
she
V
is.
is someone who I played with before, and I just know how socially on and like able they are to talk to people fast being there. I don't know how they do it with their time zone, but
Or
there's just something about V that like when you talk to them, I don't know, they just have some sort of charisma to them where it's like, oh, but I'm like, I think us three being super vigilant and like socially aware people kind of clock game when we see game, and that's why it just sucks. But like in the odd case, yeah, it'd be nice to work with V in a game, but like I think that comes down to our I feel like all our games could relate to V in a way, and it's just like a threat in a way. So it's like we could play pre-merge, lovely, but like it's gotta happen sooner rather than later because if you get too far, like V would have been a main competitor in the fucking like mastermind, the monster challenge, and like all those other like the tile. Like I think we all kind of like did that, and then it kind of joined us all together too after that because I was like, This is
Yeah.
my chance. I'm like, Issa, I didn't know what, because at that point, Evie was like, me and Issa made up. We are faking being mad at each other. And I'm like, Diva, I don't know. Like, I, I I'm gonna be
So
real. I don't know.
I'll say this. That was true near the
Hmm.
beginning, and then it quickly became not real
Because you
anymore.
just felt like another like person attached to V's game, or like it was just
You're like,
like
Right.
now someone's
a
just getting a
benefit.
free pass to shit on me.
Mm-hmm. I like, did I have a free pass to shit on them? Yes, but I would have done
But
that
it's the
anyway.
way that they use that, and they're like, well, then we're gonna do Issa, and then it was just like V,
Hmm.
V, 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 and we were like V.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah,
love them, lovely person.
yeah,
It's gonna be very interesting to see where they vote. Um,
yes. I
I'm
do
so
hope they
fucking
feel,
scared.
I know. Well,
I'm
I
so
do hope they feel avenged. Like, I feel like they went out saying, like, I hope you guys like kick it up a notch. And I feel like the three of us, especially, worked very hard to be at the center of like nearly
I
every
think it
vote.
might be really hard for V to
Hmm.
vote between each of us, which is like this is a good combo.
I
Yeah.
Uh,
know.
because I think they see game. Like they'll still respect game at the end of the day.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And
100%.
so
100%. Love you, V. Cheers.
Love you, Via.
cheers.
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 Cheers, Diva.
Cheers.
Cheers.
What was filmed in New York? Cheers.
Yep,
Cheers.
Cheers.
we're done with V. We are gonna move on to our next person, and that is Kim.
Oh my god, wait, I had to look in.
You want
Kim.
It's Diva.
Kim
Trying to
is
push,
feisty. Y'all go
no,
first. Y'all go
literally,
first. Y'all
trying
go
to
first.
push my name like 3 rounds in a row.
Trying to push my name, bro.
to...
What?
Ugh.
We haven't even got lost meter.
Kim, I
Trying
loved
to push my
you.
name on the other tribe when I'm not even on that tribe to go home.
No, Kim, I loved you, but it was like scary after the first two votes, like working with you and like how you very much wanted Colin and then V out. Like we just had to make sure. I just knew that I couldn't have my people lose numbers on the original Rookie Spirits. So it kind of seemed that your name was the secret name that everybody could agree on.
Hmm.
And after talking about threats like V, it just honestly made sense to go for somebody like you, especially knowing that you were so close. And I knew you were closer with some of my other allies like Fred and John. And that was
Yup.
really scary as well, because right around this point, like Fred was just like losing trust with me in the V
Hmm.
round and then this round too. So love you,
Yeah.
Diva. You're iconic and kind of scares me, but she is.
Yeah, when Kim tells you to wake it up,
Yes.
Yeah.
she tells you to wake it
Yeah.
up, and it gets really intense. And so like I kind of just had to mimic her energy on call to make her feel
No,
at ease.
literally.
But like I was like,
Hmm.
"Yup, like we gotta go, like we gotta do this." Like she was definitely hands down for the returnees to like keep the returnees, and I
Yeah.
was like, "That benefits you." Like I've already been told like by multiple people you've been saying my name that I need to go sooner rather than later, and I just think you were correct in a sense for your game because you were just trying to work with too many of my allies and then trying to come for people I wanted to work with, like Issa. And
Yeah.
like I was like, no, that's not gonna work on my watch, Honeyboo. Like I
Mhm.
really worked I think this game was worked like really well, like interconnectedly to like everyone protect the people they low-key liked, even though we were all in like different alliances at times and the same alliances. It's like, well, like my preference is this way. Like, sorry.
No,
And
literally.
everyone just kind of respected with their shit. Like
We kind of organized like a secret union for this. But
we were like ants in like tunnels, like going through like
we were
like
we were like unpaid interns that finally took a stand.
we were at Final Six and we're like, okay, so is are the newsies going on strike or come with
Brooklyn's
you?
Brooklyn's here, bitch. Brooklyn's here.
That's Lisa. I don't know if you know. That's what I played when you won your immunity. Without boards at the bridges, the pond. Brooklyn's here.
Oh my God,
Brooklyn's
I'm
I'm
just thinking
here.
obsessed.
Matilda.
We're revolting children
We're
against
revolting
Kim.
children. Matilda hit
It
it.
is 2L8 for you. We are revolting. 2L8 for you. Oh my God. Penny Nickel next.
Any
Honestly.
nickel dime.
And if you want to do
Cheers.
fast, quarter.
If
Okay,
that is all on Kim, we will move on to our next person.
that
Our
segment,
next
y'all.
person is going to be Giraffes, first victim of the double urn twist.
The honorable pussy
Giraffes.
popper.
Literally the honorable, like
One
Sergeant
round.
Giraffes Williams knocked down in the Butwissi battle of the double urn.
I was so gagged. Like it happened and I had to like not react on camera, but like I was shitting myself. I was so sad.
I don't know if giraffes knew how like actually into giraffes I was this season. Like I was all about working with new people like that I haven't really had a chance with. And like I feel like Kathy and I specifically were putting a lot of like stock in giraffes and I
Yup. Draft stock
but
rising.
then like giraffe stock was rising. I was like, yes, we got Kim, like we worked so good. Everyone played their part. And then when giraffes voted me and got Aaron to vote me, I was like, mother. And I still didn't vote giraffes. And then
Mhm.
giraffes still went home. So I was loyal. But giraffes, they had I don't know. It was really they kind of gagged me when they ripped up Kim's paper in front of Kim. It was kind of funny. Um, but yeah, Giraffe Steve, I think they had a lot of opportunity missed because they trusted in the wrong people.
Yeah. Giraffes, Diva, thanks for using your idol on me. One. But I will say, like, immediately after that happened, we were so tight because they were like, so I really, like, really fucked up. And I'm like genuinely so sorry. And like we started like working together going forward. And it was actually like Diva and I were like going down together. It was like we are making it at least till final five. And it was beautiful. And then Pussy Poppers expanded to include her. And genuinely funny as fuck.
Yup.
Funny as
Yep.
fuck.
No, like they actually make me gag a little bit with a random like I don't know, just for instance, like this is just separate again, but like they in a VL, like we were talking about Sharon Osbourne and like when she got hit by a door in her like in one of the X Factor audition videos when she walked out, and then Jaraz was like, "Who's Sharon and why we fighting her?" And I was like, "No, Diva." I was like,
So
"No."
shocking because giraffes has like the trivia knowledge. What I learned from this is I gotta play like trivia with giraffes because yeah,
Yes.
giraffes was iconic,
They would know a bunch of random
funny.
shit.
Yeah, no, I was literally so shook on the live night trivia. Like they
Me
they
with Isa.
they were
Literally
going
begged
toe to
Isa to
toe
let me
with
get out of the
John.
negative. Kathy,
Yeah,
you were
no, same
there.
with
I was
Lisa.
singing negative from Waitress. I was like, Isa, you have 1,600 points. I have negative 700. Please let me have a chance to beat Ags.
I
Please.
forgot about that. No, literally, it was like, can you please stop answering questions?
And I
And
could
I was
just
like,
tell Isa was just
okay.
like on a grind. Like they just had a groove for like answering questions. They were just like getting the endorphins. I was like, Eva, I get it. Like I get the drive. Like
Oh,
please. I was asking for help.
no, literally. My final thought on giraffes is with the like alliance chat with us four, I guess us three plus giraffes making that four, was I was genuinely like when that chat got created, I was ready to
Oh, I
like
was
ride that
ready.
ship. I was
I
ready to
was
ride that ship to the
ready.
end.
Me and Kathy were in
Yep.
like our one-on-one, and I was like, "Yup, like this is time. Like this is the resurgence. Like sorry about it."
No, straight
Hmm.
up the Renaissance.
Because I was like, these are the people that can go against John and Fred. These are the people that can go against Cassie and X with us. Like we were perfectly could have been situated in the middle, but like
Yeah.
I don't know. Loki, all Jurass had to do was vote Aaron.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know.
Ugh.
R.I.P. Cheers.
Okay.
R.I.P. Cheers,
Cheers.
Giraffes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm like placeboing drunk off my water.
Yo.
I
Sorry.
just almost fell. I'm like, oh my god. You slow down, my liquor.
Oh my God, you're so drunk.
Oh my god. Grace.
That is it for giraffes. We are going to move on to our next person, the second victim of, of the double urn twist, Laura.
Laura. Laura was
Leader
so
of the
sweet.
Dominoes.
Yeah, shout out Domino's. Laura, I loved you. All of our VCs, I really enjoyed. And I like always felt like maybe similar. Maybe it was just the
Oh, I'm holding
knowledge
it.
of,
I'm holding it.
yeah, maybe it's just the knowledge of the four of like Colin, V, Cassie, Laura, where like even though we were talking, I never fell in with you. And that did seem to be a little scary after the Kim vote because I knew Fred was working really hard to get you on his side, just with the whole
But,
fallout of, I guess,
but also
Kim.
to vote you out.
Yeah, exactly. But then, yeah, Laura girl, I thought we were cool and all. And I guess maybe Fred told you to write my name on live night, and that's fine. But then we all got on live night, and Fred told us, or four of us, actually, yeah, the four of us plus Fred, the
Yeah.
three of
Yeah.
us plus Fred to be four to vote you. So if that goes to show, you gotta trust people. I was loyal up until that live night.
Hmm.
I love
No,
Laura.
literally.
Sorry, I just not much to say because we didn't start together, but like Laura went to Rocks for me in a game. We went to Rocks together and got rocked out, and I played an idol on Laura before. Like Laura boots down Queen Domino's mother running the ship, and it was just the moment when something was happening in the game for me that I burst out laughing. I messaged her. I was like, "So, like, what's going on? Like, talk to me like about this." And she thought I was talking about one of her dominoes like annoying accidents in the day. She sends an 8 minute voice memo transcript, and it's a transcript of like the whole experience, explaining what went down in dominoes, telling me all the dominoes tea, why these people are annoying, how this is happening. I'm pretty sure she's in the back like freezer, and I'm like, girl, I love you. I'm mad about the game, but I'm gonna listen to that on my way to work podcast. But love Laura.
I love Laura. Laura, you voted me almost every round I was on. Like, or you
I
pushed my
love
name.
Laura. Love
Uh,
pink.
I I love you, Laura. Because like it was the same thing. Like as soon as V was voted out, it was like the immediate shift into like I trusted the wrong people, Diva. I'm so sorry. And I'm like, I'm not gonna say you're wrong. I'm gonna say that yeah, you did. But I love you, and being able to work with you at least a little bit was beautiful. Um, I'm sorry you couldn't make it to live night. I hope you had a good birthday, not having to worry about this game at least. Cause goddamn.
Crisis
And
Queen.
you, yes, literally. And you run that motherfucking Domino's ship. You run it into the ground, Diva. You are eating that shit. Especially
Yep.
after this, saw the photo of like the 20 boxes of pizza all stacked. I was
God
like,
bless. I want to go just pull up to have a cigarette break with Laura.
no, literally. Like, I'm gonna go get us some drinks. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna be like,
The
I gotta
Marlboro
quickly.
Reds and
She
a
will fit it
boombox.
so well that they will rename it The Ground.
Period.
Yeah. Well, duh. Cheers, Laura.
She is Laura. She is.
All right, is that all for Laura?
Yes.
Me thanks.
All right, moving right along to our next eliminee. We have Fred.
Okay, I'll go.
I was
I'm
gonna say
coughing,
I was
sorry.
waiting for Noah to go.
I'll go. Millennial pause, even though I'm not a millennial. Fred, my dog, you were so chaotic this game. And maybe I just didn't know because we actually gamed in a Big Brother org before this. And I was so excited to work with Fred. And I felt like I knew I had Fred's trust. And the minute that we got into swap and we were like, yeah, you and I were riding the ship to the end, it didn't feel the same way. And I think you were trying to make me believe it because you knew I had an idol. But the more we got into merge and seeing how you evolved, like our conversations evolved, like especially with the Kim vote, like I kind of thought maybe with the Kim vote, it would have been like received as, oh, like we got out somebody who wanted Noah out, our other ally. And you
Yeah.
were so pissed off by that. And you were doing so much like just damage between Noah and I that
Yeah.
you just had to go after live night. And live night, I will say, like, I genuinely wanted to work with you. That's why I voted with you for Laura. But even after that, it wasn't enough. So unfortunately, had to snuff your torch. But I love you and I love your letterbox. But you were very
Yeah.
chaotic this game, and I really wish you would have locked in with us. That's it.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, no, like I have a question. Did you talk to Fred first on the swap drive or me?
No, you. Because remember, I
So
popped out of
like
bed.
I feel like also that like comparison where it's like when I recon talk to Fred like after a few times, like Fred gave that same like pitch to me. It's always felt really good and like always felt like good at the start. Like Julia Rowe was in my prod chat. Like that's my like second wife. Like I'm like in-laws basically with Red. So like I was let me catch my breath. Um so I feel like when you talk to Fred secondly, it's like, oh, because I didn't give the same level of excitement I gave to Fred that I gave to you, and that's how it's just like, when something clicks. So it's like, sorry, Fred. Like, and he's like dumb. No, sorry. You're no, well, he'll see this after. He was dumb to think that we wouldn't exchange notes and like literally like not compare factors and be like not like he was dumb to say to us like, oh yeah, Issa like is friends with Julia, like we can scoop Issa up. I'm like, oh, that's like you're only used to. I'm like, no, Issa's a homie. Like I want to work with Issa because like Issa and I fuck with each other. Like so it was just those little things, and I could always see that Fred had themselves first before everyone in their own agenda. So it's like I could tell that Fred wanted like John and Kim around a shield for us to like use against each other later on. Like Fred said like Kim and Noah need to go after each other like in a later round like to shit like anyways. So the dots were disconnected. And if anything, like Fred said to me, like if Kim, like granted, this could have been like fifth round, but I'm like, Fred's like, if Kim has to go, like I'd rather not be a part of it. Like if it's soon, so I'm like, you know what, I did you a favor. If you made it to the end, you would have had Kim's jury vote. Congrats. So I love you, votes down. And Fred, I'm sorry, but I think the player who you thought was running the game the player you think that was running the game but isn't actually ran your game. So,
I will
Period.
say it was good to get far in a game with Fred because the first game that we played together, he was second boot. Um, I will say I I really appreciated his game style. Like I think he played a very like good game for a while until it came to the point where like, okay, Kim is gone. Now we're like grasping at straws. And I know that like he was like, Issa, Julia, like I love you, Diva. And I'm like, oh my God, I love you too. I do know that you're gonna pick John over me any fucking day of the week. And it
literally,
yep, and it was coming to the
literally.
time where like we're trying to find the easy vote, and it's like, okay, eventually one of these might be me and John, and I don't need your ass saying that you support me when I know that he has you in his little back pocket. Love you, John.
Hmm.
And love you, Fred. But I was like, I'm like, I don't want to let this shit stand because I know it's gonna fucking destroy me and obliterate me. Love him to death though. He's fucking awesome. And also, as always, shout out to Julia Rowe. Um,
Yep.
but Fred, I'm so interested to see how he votes this
Hmm.
fucking final tribal actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of horrific, the horrors, but what are you gonna do?
She is.
We're all quite shit at jury management,
Yes.
eh?
I will say,
A little bit
um,
shit.
I did like voting out people who had it good on the jury. Like that was kind of like my thought process, and I knew that Fred was pretty good with a lot of people on jury
He
too. So I'm
did.
like,
Issa called her like, John has everyone,
bro,
and then we like stemmed for 10 minutes just jumping because we both said the same name within 30 seconds, and I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Wish you would have locked in with
Oh, that was so like John had it like we had the chance to also like just change narratives that game. Like if y'all didn't have like, but like I just think they were over it at that point, and it's also like I don't know, they were just kind of playing too low key enough to be like, okay, if you have something, we're gonna force you to play it. If you don't have it, GG. Thank you for taking your pants off.
wait, who are we talking about? You're talking about John?
Yeah, wait,
We're
who are we
still
on
on
right now?
Fred.
Oh, well, I was talking about John.
Yeah, okay. No, no, no. When you said pants
Okay.
off, like, okay,
We
now this is
sidetracked a
fine.
bit. We
Because I was
sidetracked a
like,
bit.
Fred was not low key. What do you mean?
No, Fred
Uh,
was messy. Fred was scary. Fred tried to use like he did get me to admit my extra vote to him. Granted, I feel like he knew that already from you, Kathy, but um he was like, and I was like, girl, you cannot keep your mouth closed about anything. The second I hear you say, um, I'm only keeping this between us, like, don't, I already know you said that to 10 other people. Like,
This is how I
Hmm.
know he also was in this is how I know he was really, really close. I'm interested to see the trust rankings with Kim because Kim and him were so forceful at merge in a way that it changed up. Like Swap Tribe Fred and Merge Tribe just seems so different to me. And I'm like, if you're an ally and you know that you want to work with you, me, Noah, John, why are you that mad that Kim's out unless you were keeping Noah and I around for like collateral? Is really what
mm-hmm,
it felt like. So like from the Kim vote on, I'm like, you know what? If I'm being underestimated, I'm gonna turn the table on you. So, and granted, I didn't really even really want Fred out this round. X was the one who really wanted Fred gone.
yes.
And so I was like, you know what, X, if this is what you want, sure. Like, let's talk about it. Let's make it happen. I think it benefits me and it benefits most people. So,
And
yeah,
I
it was
told them, I was like,
unfortunate,
X, y'all do
but
that. I'm not gonna do that because I promise. I literally promised Fred, and I was like, that's actually the one person like I really like at the moment who they got voted out because like we all say a bunch of things, but like I wasn't gonna do Fred, just because
mm,
of like the history I have with Fred and the last game we played together. I was like, okay, and I just voted Aaron.
I mean, but I think that's like admirable. Like I think that's like a
yeah,
good trait on your part that if you say that you're going to do something, you follow through with it. Like I think that's
Oh yeah,
cool of you. Like
yeah.
I would say like over game, like whatever kind of game decision that is, I feel like it speaks like volumes about you, which is
I
lovely.
love you. I love the words of
Mhm.
affirmation.
Yes.
I love you, Divas. I love you.
No, I did not, but I did swear. I was like, X, I swear, X.
I swear. I
But I felt
swear.
good because every 5 minutes, X goes, if you get me tonight, it's fine. If you do it tonight, I'm like, X, stop saying that. It's gonna be you. Anyways, next,
If
cheers.
that is all on Fred, we will be moving on to our next person, which is Cassie.
Cassie Mama. I'm
Dulce Bear.
sorry.
Uh, I actually, this is probably the only vote aside from the swap tribals that my tribe did not have to go to tribal. This
We
was the
didn't know.
only vote, yeah, that I did not see coming at all. And I understand because Cassie was somebody that like we really only locked in like the day of the Jwin tribal when right before swap. And so like I went into swap being like, wow, like I really miss Cassie. Like I love Cassie so much. And then like I was like, oh man, like I hope she's not like I hope she's still riding with me if we both make merge. And we both made merge and we definitely were. And like I love her so much. I respect so much about Cassie is that she's a threat, but she's so kind and so empathetic. I think
Yep.
she like was everybody's Dr. Phil and still carried such strength and
Yeah,
such
real doctor.
badassery. She is that girl. She is the moment. Girl, I was so gagged by you and I avenged the hell out of you with those next few boots.
Oh
Let me
yeah, we did. Yeah,
Oh,
we
you
did.
did.
Hmm.
Yeah, I would
Um,
agree. You go, Lisa. I got you off.
no, I'm sorry. You go. Go.
Okay, if you insist. No, Cassie, literally a mama. Like she literally, I could tell. Like it's rare in a game when you can tell, like when someone's like talking to you, that they're being legit with you. And I was shocked on many reasons because I was on call with Cassie before Tribal, and like she was telling me everything. She goes, I really trust the food chain a lot. Like me, X, and Kathy's group. Like they were like, we're gonna do that all together. Like she was really trusted in it. And I think she got blinded by X when the
Yep.
fact where
Yep.
X, she said, yeah, X would tell me if we couldn't work together. And then X manipulated that and said, like,
Mhm.
we never confirmed it. I'm like, you're supposed to confirm it with each other if either of you are feeling that way.
You're right.
So it was really messy. And I think that was a little bit, X got a crash out Noah afterwards. And I apologize. But yeah, we did not see a lot of Bad Girl Club Noah this season, but we did we got, yeah, we got like America's Funniest Home Videos Noah, so I'm happy about that. And yeah, no, I'm really who oh yeah, Cassie was always honest and genuine and like trooper. Like I really felt for her, and it sucks that the Immunity R won, that she came third in. Like she could have won, but it would have been John if it wasn't me. So
Hmm.
nothing, I wasn't my fault, and it was a complete blindside. And if anything, like just thankful for her because she really gave the words of affirmation. Like whenever I explain trauma or anything, she goes, "What can I do? Like what do you need me to do?" And I was like, people don't really need to say that. Like, you don't need to do anything, but just like the gesture. That's nice to even think about. So we love
Mhm.
Cassie.
Outside of the game, everything, what a fucking amazing person. Like, oh my God.
Yup.
Because,
Yeah.
like, when we were on, like, the beginning Rookie Spirit tribe, I felt so not unwelcome, but, like, weirdly alienated in a way, just because I have autism and that's the way it is sometimes. But this diva, she swept in for me and like she was there so fucking amazing. I felt bad when it came to because I knew it was a vote that like I had to do. I didn't lie to her and say that I wasn't going to vote her because that's not who I am. So I don't know who that is. When she was
You
like,
never
someone lied
lied,
to
Issa,
me.
this game. Like,
Yeah,
you
Issa,
may
you
have
never.
avoided telling someone, but I also see that as like
Hmm.
not lying. I'm like, you don't have, if someone's going, you don't have to tell them something. And that's something I always see on a jury. Like, I respect some people can be bitter about that, but it's like, no,
Hmm.
Issa, like, you held true to your character and sailed through it the entire game. And it's okay to feel that way that you felt in the beginning because you know what? Like, people were coming for you. So it's like,
Exactly.
and it's so hard with people who are neurodivergent with social cues sometimes because it's like, you get in your own head, like me, I'm speaking now, like I get on my own, says specifically like wrap it around like different things people say to me, and I'm like, oh, I, so I just want to affirm you and justify you in that because
I love you. I love you
I
guys.
really love this final
I
three.
know. This feels like
Totally.
This
podcast
is the
hour.
best final three of it. Like, this is the best like end game like ever I've received ever. I've only made it to a finale like once or twice, but like this is the top. Like, I'd pick
This is
two of y'all over a straight man any day.
This is so much better than dealing with Kilby, if you know Kilby.
Yeah.
Kilby, you played with Kilby.
Kilby, Sanam, and I were
And
final three
speaking of
for
Kilby, we should
Hypnotic.
probably get back to the topic of at hand. Are we if we're all done with Cassie, our next individual is
Good.
going to be
I was gonna eat the paper boo.
John Farrell.
On,
Whoever would like to start.
John
on.
Hung King.
Jeez Louise.
Oh,
Oh. Cheers. You know what? Cheers.
Yes,
cheers.
she is.
9 cheers.
And she is. Thank
Oh,
you for always picking what horror movie every round was.
Right, the brain
One,
cell.
this, ugh. Miss, genuinely, Diva down because he was so fucking good at everything in this game.
yeah.
Like, socially, strategy, comps, like, we were fucking cooked. So like we had to do what we had to do. But holy shit, like fucking 5-star top tier player in my heart, John
100%.
Farrell. Especially on
John.
that with the totem.
Yeah.
This ain't Texas.
This
Oh,
ain't
you should have
Texas.
seen. Oh my God.
Oh wait, hang on, y'all. My lamp just went out. My automatic lamp.
Oh.
John literally was the scavenger hunt goat, just randomly finding shit. Like, me and Kathy were in our one-on-one, like dying every time John sent something in. It was the cowboy pink fringe hat for us that coined the St. Texas theme this whole season. Oh my God, you're literally wearing Texas. Like, the
Shout out
St.
Texas.
Texas. Like, hey, the St. Texas. But he's such a funny character. I do think um his one like downfall in my like because he was way socially more invested in me in the beginning, and then he kind of lost that investment in me, and like I kind of viewed that as like, oh, he's trying to prioritize other people. Like, he's saying names he's suggesting to me are more Issa centered or Cassie centered or Kathy centered, and I'm just like, I could clearly see our paths slowly diverging from the same one, and so as much as I said I would never vote his name or write his name, I did have to like prove myself to people that I had potentially wanted to go in the end game, especially you two that were gonna vote John, that we could make a logical decision, and it did make sense. Like, and I'm glad
Mhm.
Issa was there to literally like confirm my affirmations with the final hour. Because again, I said we stimmed for like 10 minutes when we were both like, so yeah, John, and then literally like, oh, like had a screaming fit. Like it was, it was a moment of like relief. And we were like, we're just gonna sit here. He's like, I'm not even opening John's message. Like, I'm sorry. I'm like, this is not Texas. So,
Not Texas.
John, you literally did amazing, and you should be proud of yourself. And I loved hearing about your stories and your adventures. And thank you for sending us your slime tutorial of SpongeBob, the musical.
Yes, bitch.
Oh, wait, I
Oh
Best
didn't
my,
see
Mr.
that.
Krabs, the best Mr.
mhm.
Krabs ever. Pearl kind of ate though, like she kind of got her ones. Pearl's my favorite in that show though, so you know if you do, yeah. Anyways, cheers.
Yo.
Sorry. Before I forget, guess who's also auditioning for SpongeBob? Like now?
You, who do you want,
Yes.
girl?
I know. There's a paid production that starts rehearsal
Oh
in
my
like
God,
May. So,
Get
And
it?
but
speaking of production,
Wait,
really,
I have
Benji?
oh
thoughts
no,
on
I
John.
was gonna
I
say
have
I had
thoughts.
yeah.
I have thoughts on John. Okay, John,
Kathy has lamp.
I'll be quick. With John, I really like from Swap was really excited to work with John. Not that I wasn't excited to work with Noah and Fred either, but like I already kind of knew of them. And so John was like fresh blood. And I just love talking musicals. Like I felt like every time I VC'd with John, we were always on the same page up until like a few rounds into merge. And right before the Kim round, we kind of said on VC that we wanted to go to the end with each other. And I did really want to believe that. And I think Kim, like with Fred, it just fractured us because Kim was their back pocket alliance. Like it was very clearly they were trying to figure out which group of people would take them to the end. And whereas I think maybe I just saw the game as very more fluid, like letting everybody kind of have a say and like, where do you want this round to go? And, following
Hmm.
other people, like just pushing and pulling. And with John, it very much felt like at a certain point, he was just so stubborn to take that group to the end that I honestly
Hmm.
wanted to not have to vote him. I even messaged in the chat with Fred no longer in it because he got out earlier, but me, Noah, and John, I said, hey, I'm down to vote anybody that's not us three. And John never took me up on that. So
Yeah.
but still, even though we kind of like were not each other's highest trusted at that
Hmm.
point, like I genuinely didn't really want to vote him out. So I hope he saw that. But an icon
Yeah.
and the Mr. Krabs TM.
Literally.
Yeah.
And the first thing Kathy said to me about John was like, "So who is this John man? Like, who's his dad?" I was like, "No, that's
No, wait, my
Daddy."
first encounter was him shirtless with like a liter of alcohol on our swap tribe VC. And I was like,
Yes.
who is this man? I said, I'm obsessed with his aura.
No, John is a yeah. John did, and I tried to make things happen with John too a little bit earlier in the day, like way earlier in the round, because I was like, X has got to go, but then I was like, no, it's got to be John. But before that, I was like trying to be like, hey, John, like me, you, Aaron, like the votes could be there for something, like, and they're like, we want to do Kathy, and I was like, oh,
Yeah, we could.
John, I will never forget our short-lived alliance. Very, very, very short-lived.
come on,
But
Aaron, Issa, John, and X, what are we?
no,
Alliance of the
literally,
season.
it was beautiful. And you know what?
Best alliance.
It
Come
it
on,
got
voting
me to the
block.
end. Got me
Yeah.
to the end. So
Julian.
period.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yes.
Is that all for John?
Yeah,
Yes.
when we cheers, it's
Yep.
done. Yeah.
Uh, well, now we're gonna move on to our next person, our fifth placer. Oh God, X.
I
Hmm.
miss
Oof.
you, bitch. I miss
Oh,
you,
sorry,
bitch.
Issa. Sorry, girl.
I
Yes.
know.
Oh.
Listen, shit happens. Game is game. We immediately started talking post merge, and it was beautiful. Like, he started off by telling me like fucking everything, and I was like, you know what, Diva, I appreciate that. Here's what I have, and like from that point, literally like hitting the ground running. It was so beautiful. Like, of course, I love a messy bitch. As long as I don't have to be super messy, I love a messy bitch. But so genuine with me, and like we had like real out of game like conversations, and it was very, very beautiful, and I'm very lucky because I do orgs for the people. Like I don't do it to win. If I did it to win, I would have stopped. But so for real, like it's people like obviously pussy poppers, but also people like X that make me really happy that I started doing orgs. Love you down, diva.
Okay, I'll jump in here next because I'll be quick. I was really excited when Cassie told me that her top, like, most trusted ally other than me was X. I was really excited because I was like, oh, I love Noah. We should have a chat, the food chain, with the four of us. And X right away was like, hey, I really want to talk to you. Cassie says great things. And like early in Merge, like we weren't really talking like a whole lot directly because we were talking in food chain, particularly with the Chem vote after the food chain challenge. And then like it got to like the Fred round where before we even knew we were voting Fred, like it was like something flipped. And he came to me and was like, Kathy, like you haven't like made me feel like an ally, and like totally understood, like maybe sometimes I think that I don't need to be on VC with everybody every single day, or I think maybe my perspective, it just had deeper roots than maybe what our VC and interactions kind of showed. But I respected that. But I do think that like X was playing a very, very, very middle game. And at that point was like not really able to trust anybody. And ultimately, I think, was trying to go against me and Noah. And so unfortunately, like had to do what I had to do because I knew you were coming for me, even though I like to think that we actually did lock in from the Fred vote. Clearly we didn't. So unfortunately, we had to flip Aaron on you, but love you down.
Yeah,
Love you down.
those those two rebuildings of trust, rounds of rebuild trust, like being like, okay, do this, and then I was like dead set on air, and then I was like, oh my God, like I don't know why you're paranoid unless you have your hands in so many other pots, and I was just crossing the dots and crossing the lines. I was like, okay, so at this point, I was like, anyone but X has to win immunity, and I fortunately did win immunity, and I think it really did change the narrative of this game because like Aaron wanted to do Kathy, and then y'all having those votes, but X just trying to play the middle too hard. It was too clockable, and I think it just scared Aaron enough to make them vote out X. And I do also think it benefited you, Issa, too, which is why I was like not worried about it
Hmm.
because I'm like that someone like that like your ex was like my friend to me where it's like you just didn't want to vote them out, whatever happened at the end of the day you stood true to yourself, didn't tell someone you were voting someone another way when you weren't.
Hmm.
And so and it didn't really matter, and I think it also freed up a bunch of our paths to the end, which I think honestly, like you said, go off. You had a lot of paths to the end, low key. Like
Go
you
I
kind of
off.
ate that. You
Go
kind of
off.
ate that
That
end
was
game
the
after that
goal.
John vote. Like give yourself write that in your note. Like put that in your speech. Like you got passed. Like I want all
That's
of us to
the
have the best chance at
goal.
winning. Like that's what I'm doing.
Yes.
Like literally,
Hmm.
I really want us all to fight hard. Like say whatever you need to say about me. I hope whatever I say about
Hmm.
y'all doesn't. But anyways, but back to X. Like X, yeah, he kind of got me there almost. Where I thought he kind of got me goofed. I thought he almost had an idol, but no. Um,
Hmm.
and I do think X could have done more. I think X was underselling their game a lot, which is why I thought they were threatening to. Because I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
the
Hmm.
it's clear as day. Like we can see how well you've maneuvered. And my one of the points I made to Aaron was like, you want to know who has every vote they've been on tribal council has been a part of every vote they have constructed and been on the right side. X X was a part of the Cody, Jay, Colin, V, Kib. Maybe the Fred one was left out, but that was like circumstance. Like I don't think anyone expected a fucking double earn. But and then they did Cassie, and then
Cassie.
help flip it on to John. When both Kathy and I were not immune that round, like that could have been a good shot at that, but like they got their way. So I was like, Aaron, you're just gonna let them get another one and get Kathy out, and then have the best odds at getting brought to the end by like try to formulate a revolution against me, even though I don't think I would like to believe Issa wouldn't want me in the because there was a potential of me, Issa and X making the end depending on like how pathways were, and I was like also considering that,
Hmm.
um, because it's like again, say Aaron didn't flip and you got out Kathy, and it was like our two votes were in the minority, and then you're Rob. Like I had to like be like, okay, what was the pathway that I could have with them if I
Yeah.
didn't have you here as
Right.
well? So, anyways, X is crazy. They were they were playing the game I wanted to play. And so it's like I was like, oh my God. So I think the Black Widow Brigade by Issa took Issa had their picks. They had Cassie, they had John. Issa was full.
Oh, bitch, I'm not hurt. I had like a list of people. Like, I won't lie.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
no, it's crazy. Even with X, like if X didn't go there, I was toast. And like so I guess I appreciate X like kind of like losing control of the plot like after the Fred vote because it kind of I think helped my threat level a little bit, but also it just helped too like even with Aaron and Issa. I mean, Issa and I like we definitely started talking more like in the merge phase of tribal and like with both Issa and Aaron, like I was always maybe not with Aaron, but like with Issa for sure, I was like I'm always straight up with like how I was voting. And with Aaron, like I really wanted to talk more with Aaron at the end. I don't know if it was schedules or whatever, but anyways, I think if X had gone there, I would have been toast. So like, cheers, X. Thank you.
yes.
He is.
Cheers.
Done with X. We are going to be going to our last person, which is
Hey,
Aaron.
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 AA
Can I just
Ron.
Hey,
say, I was just thinking
boy.
about his goodbye speech the whole entire day, and the fact that, Kathy, you said before Tribal that you had not VC'd the man for the past 3 days, and how he said in his goodbye speech, Kathy, you are my Southern girl now, and all the talks we had, I just like in the past days, I was like, wait, they did not talk in the past days.
No, it's
Oh,
okay. I
Aaron's
mean,
such a sweetie.
yeah,
I wasn't like no, it just had me gag a bit because I
yeah.
was like, I didn't even talk to that much last week. We took a break day. I was like, oh, but no, we love you, Aaron. Thank you for voting out X.
Yeah, thank you, Aaron.
Hindsight's 2020. X said he made the biggest mistake of the game. Oof.
Yeah. I will say with Aaron, like I loved Aaron from Merge. Like I like loved, and I don't know, I need to ask like if this was like an act, but anytime you ever asked Aaron anything, it was like and then the millennial smiley face was killing me, bro. I literally was
Did
like
y'all get smiley faces?
the smiley
Oh.
faces. Yeah, Aaron and Cassie, change your emoji rotation. I
I had
swear.
a moment. I had to
Cats.
tell Aaron. I'd be like, Aaron, these are the like I don't know that emoji triggers me. Like it makes me want to ignore you.
It
And I
made me
also had
so
to tell
scared.
I had
Yeah.
to tell Cassie that too. I go, Cassie, here are a list of emojis that I love. I gave about 12 options. Cassie goes, I like this one. It's just a cat emoji with the same smile.
No, literally. But yeah,
So
with Aaron,
awesome.
after the Cassie vote, I think maybe Aaron thought he like pissed me off. I mean, granted, I love Cassie down. Like I truly was gagged and blindsided, so like there's nothing I can do about it. What am I gonna do? It'd be a party of one being angry. And what is that gonna serve me at this point in the game? But I was really, really, really wanting to VC with Aaron because I did really feel like I could still trust Aaron. Like, even like you don't have to vote the same way with me every single round. Like that's just not Survivor, but I really wanted to like kind of like lock in with him and see like where he was really headed, like what were his end game plans. And I feel like maybe he was just so guarded that like I don't know if anybody, maybe Issa, I don't know. I don't know if like I really don't know who his
Me,
number one was. I was always so interested
me
to know.
neither. He
I
always
don't.
said I at the start of merge I was number up there with Cassie. But then I was like,
Mm.
I don't know if I believe like I don't know. I'm really interested to see because he said the amount of times that we had to talk and he said I don't know, and then proceeded to like the answer to my question was I don't know, and then would ask me a
Yeah.
question to try to get information. I'd be like,
Yeah.
no, 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 no.
Yeah. Yeah. I
You
asked
gotta
first.
answer this first.
Hmm. No, literally.
No, when
I
you were
This
like,
just.
is
Aaron, you're a psych major on live night.
on live night. Aaron was like,
Clip, clip,
ah,
clip.
I need to clip that. Oh,
Oh my God.
But yeah,
Giraffes having
Aaron.
a
cheers to
Yeah.
literal be
Aaron.
like, cheers to Aaron.
That's all I gotta
Hold
say.
on.
Sorry.
Wait.
Good talk.
Hold on.
Wait, Isa has stuff.
Yes. Okay, Aaron, you pushed my name like 4 rounds in a row. It was kind of awesome. It was kind of awesome. Um, because when we eventually got on the same, okay, we were on the same swap tribe together, 8 down on that scavenger hunt challenge. The only reason we got like a good three-fourths of this thing on that list was because he went to a fucking antique shop and like
Oh my
Walmart and
gosh.
Target. He ate down. I need to see if I can find the gift that V made of him playing with a toy.
I love that gift. That gift is so funny.
I love that.
It's so good. But like when we came to the realization that we had both been basically like tricked by the forces that be, um, being able to like come together after that was so great. Like I loved working with you, even if I was like very confused at the time when you tried to say things to me, and I'm like, okay, sweetheart, yeah.
Yep.
But no, seriously, love a bitch down.
Yeah.
And honestly, you were kind of low on my trust ranking for a lot of it because I was so afraid that you would turn on me again. And I'm glad to say that you never really did. And I was
Aw.
wrong. And it was very, very beautiful. Now, cheers, Aaron.
Yes.
Cheers.
Our
Yes,
sweet
Cheers.
boy. Our sweet boy.
my sweet boy.
Is there another slide?
I'm scared.
Is there a
I
challenge?
am Grace. Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
talk about
Yes.
Yes.
Your
Good
mic.
morning. Okay. No, no other slide. Just gonna stop. Well, and with that, congratulations again. You guys have made the final three of Distortion Survivor Curse Legacies. But before we stop, we have one last important decision to discuss. Kathy, as the winner of the final immunity challenge, you have to make the choice on who will go first, second, and third in the closing, which in turn, whoever you pick to go third in opening will go first in closing, and vice versa. So if you pick someone to go first in opening, they will go last in closing. So
Okay.
whenever you're ready, you can make that decision.
Um, let's go Issa first. And then me second, Noah third.
Wait, can I go second?
We all
No.
want to go
Can
second.
I go first?
Okay, fine. Noah could go second. I'll go third.
Okay, so
You.
to confirm,
Issa, Noah, Kathy.
so for opening, Issa, Noah, Kathy. For
Correct.
closing, Kathy, Noah, Issa.
Correct.
All right, sounds good. Benji, you got that right?
I will be
So it's
literally
going
heading home from
Issa,
the bus.
Noah, Kathy, and then reverse order for
No,
That's
closing
honestly,
correct.
speeches,
Yes.
I was
correct?
like, let me do this on the bus, or if when I get home, please, not when I'm doing my bong rip, please.
no,
All
you're good.
right.
I'll go first at
We
close. I don't care.
we got that locked in. Just to confirm, 8:35 p.m. EST still works for all of you.
Yes.
Yerp.
As long as y'all make it home in time, we're good.
I will
Mhm.
also be home.
Okay.
Just
Oh my
saying.
God, Benji, don't worry, I was never doubting your promptness.
Benji, what
Just
time do you get home tomorrow?
before 8:35.
Oh
Okay, you know
Benji's
no.
like
what?
8:30. Benji's
You
like
know what? Just
8:30.
for that, y'all, 8:36.
We can do.
Okay.
I was trying to be
How
generous
about
because I just
9?
want. I was like
8:45.
8:45.
I
It's
should be
fine.
home around like 2-ish my time
Yeah.
because
Well,
I just have my interview and that's it.
worst comes to worst, Benji starts the Zoom up, and then you guys are gonna take a couple minutes to get on anyways. So
And y'all will appreciate me
Are
because I will be pretty.
Yes.
are we all content with the theme? Like I'm just gonna do simple. I'm gonna rip some off my flannel, maybe wear a
Said, is
I'm
necklace.
the
gonna
live
stop the
stream still
stream.
going? Thank you.
Oh,
Oh,
not y'all
Let
getting
me
behind the
stop the
scenes.
stream. I will say to the
Untucked.
jurors, to the pre-jurors, to anyone who watches this postseason, thank you for a great season. It's been a blast. We'll talk more tomorrow in the finale, but I'm gonna stop the stream.